So welcome to today's Greater Life CoffeeCast, and today I wanted to give you a sneak behind the scenes preview of how we are going about preparing for Greater Life's full-on community membership launch coming up in October. And right now what you're seeing is me mapping out the design of both the core offer of the membership. Well, we have a good sense of that already, but actually like really getting drilled down into what is the promise that we're making with that core offer, and then using all of that to design a lead magnet, which is something that's going to be insanely valuable right up front for free, so that people are like, wow, if I'm getting all of this for free, then when I join the membership, it's going to be even more awesome. Okay, so as I was sitting with this, what mine and Mike's skill set right now, when we combine them, it is to help people have, as it says here, to ensure that creators, and that's the name of the membership level, have a clear and compelling online presence that moves people to action. And so to get that, what do they need? They need a detailed plan. They need meticulous execution of that plan, and they need robust measurement. And when we look at this, okay, then that presents itself as three phases, right? Phase one, know what you need to do to create a clear and compelling online presence. And there's two levels to that, as you can see. We've got to know ourselves, and we've got to know our customer. And this maps really nicely onto our Greater Life Clarity and Traction system. And you can see here, the first level of the Clarity and Traction system, commit to your cause. So if you do not know yourself, you cannot commit to your cause and therefore ever hope to connect with your customer, which is the second phase, the second element of the Greater Life Clarity and Traction system. However, when you know yourself and are therefore committed to your cause, and you can connect with your customer, you are able then to clarify your value. And what do we do when we, as part of this, if we're going to help people have a plan to know what they need to do, right? Then they've got to understand, they've got to know their value proposition. What is the promise they are promising to deliver with their business? What is the transformation they are creating in the lives of their customers? And this comes down to three things: knowing your vision, claiming your voice, and being clear on your value. And so that's the real kind of the three core elements of this know phase: is your vision, your voice, and your value. When we know what to do, we can then come over into do, right? And there's two levels to do as well. We've got to create the stuff that is needed. That might be content assets, frameworks, the digital infrastructure like websites, landing pages, etc. Actually create your offer. What is it you're going to sell and how? And perhaps, creating things like a content schedule, right? Then we come into the second phase of do, which is deploy, right? So we created the stuff, now we deploy the stuff, okay? And though it's not written down here, in that create phase of do, that is where we are looking in terms of the Greater Life Clarity and Traction system. The fourth element is create your offer. The fifth element is cultivate your ecosystem. So getting the ecosystem in place, getting the offer in place, meaning that then when you come to deploy, as you can see there, you communicate your message, which is the sixth phase of the element of the Greater Life Clarity and Traction system, and then you convert the sale, right? So how effectively you deploy the assets, frameworks, offers that were created in the first phase of do. We then come over to the final stage, which is review, all right? And if I was going to throw in another C for the Clarity and Traction system, an additional element, the eighth element might be critique results, right? So because when we review, and if we're reviewing the right things, if we are critiquing the right data of the results, then it allows us to know, we come back here, to know how to improve things. And then we go again with doing, the creation, the deployment, and so it goes. And so, of course, this is like the most simple breakdown of doing business ever, right? Know who you are, what your customers want, and how you can give it to them. Then do the stuff you know you need to do so that they can get it. give it to them, aka deploy, right? And then review how you got on in that process. Okay? Know, do, review. And so to round this off in terms of the landing page that we are going to be, the lead magnet we're going to be creating, it is a working title name, but it's something around the, might even call it like the Elderpreneurs know what to do and start doing it plan, right? Or pack, right? Know what to do and start doing it super pack, right? And it will contain a digital fitness audit, which would include our 20-page mini book, which is literally a living checklist to take anyone from, I don't know what a website is, through to I'm deploying predictive analytics in my sales processes, right? So digital fitness audit, a live training where I will work with them to create their master framework. So you can see here, what I've been sharing with you is a number of nested frameworks that help people to understand things and for us to then create systems and operations around those framework elements. So a live training on their transformational promise, i.e. what is their real value proposition, and the master framework they can then build out to deliver that transformation. So that'll be a live training. And then the Elderpreneur Media Pack, which is a recording of a Greater Life Stories podcast episode they can then use for their social channels, and a featured article in the brand new that we're going to be launching with the Greater Life membership launch. We're very excited about this, which is the Greater Life Tribune, which is a brand new magazine and directory for elderpreneurs by elderpreneurs, where businesses who are in support of creating anything that might be of value to someone who is over 50, then we will list them, because what we want to do is create the most trusted network of businesses and solutions for our customer base and the loved ones of our customer base. So that is the overall plan here, that little sneak preview into the back end of the how we're putting together our launch. Very excited, and thank you for tuning in.